Hey, I'm Shruti.
Hi, I'm Rashmi.
Hi, I'm Aditi.
Hi, I'm Akshay.
I'm the founder and director of publicity.
I'm the director of fundraising and finances,
The director of business and procurement.
And I'm the director of branch operations
At Ladki Love.
at Ladki Love.
At Ladki Love.
at Ladki Love. 2012, we had just finished 5th grade, and Rashmi and I decided to fulfill every elementary school kid's dream of holding a lemonade stand. We called it the refreshment stand, and once we convinced Shruti and Aditi to join us, we ended up raising around $250, which we donated to the Tri-Valley Animal Rescue.
Fast forward to 2014. On January 7th, one of us sent out an email with a list of goals for our friend group to accomplish. Number 6 was to do something more for charity.
Jump ahead all the way to November 2016, the middle of the first semester of our sophomore year in high school. A couple of things have changed. Akshay has moved to Pennsylvania, and Aditi, Rashmi, and I are all attending Doherty Valley High School.
One day after school, Shruti walks up to me and starts talking about how she wants to do something to help others. And after about 15 minutes of talking, we decided to begin a project in which we could raise money for girls in India who face abandonment, an issue we were both passionate about and bringing awareness and a possible solution to.
Rashmi and I get on board soon after, and a few days later, Shruti puts together a website, and Rashmi and her create a logo for the whole thing, now called Ladki Love.
We know our first goal is to raise money to donate to shelters that house these abandoned girls in India, but we need to figure out how. When browsing Etsy, we find a bulk set of silver Venus charms. We decide to create and sell Venus chokers to raise funds. We order the supplies, and on February 27th, 2017, the supplies arrive and Shruti makes the first choker.
February 28th, 2017, I take this iconic photo of the Venus choker modeled by our lovely friend Eunice. Once it takes its round on social medias, orders begin to spill in.
Only 2 days later, on March 2nd, 2017, our first set of 50 chokers sells out at Doherty Valley.
Now that the foundations for the organization had been laid, I begin selling chokers at my own high school in Pennsylvania, and we start thinking of other ways that we can do more with the organization.
We begin to focus our attention to social media and ways we can start a conversation around the issues that Ladki Love aims to represent. We create an Instagram account at Ladki Love on March 8th, 2017. After watching the movie Dangal on December of 2016 and having a ton of feelings about it, I had added a blog to the website and written a post on how it was tackling such. After just having the four of us write a couple of posts, on March 16th, 2017, we introduced the blog on our social media and sent out a call for guest writers who were interested in using our website as a platform to spread their own ideas.
After selling the Venus chokers for a while, we decided it was time to introduce a new charm. After lots of brainstorming, we came up with the lotus charm, India's national flower and a symbol of beauty and grace.
The next few months were a blur. On March 24, 2017, our first guest post, written by Anisa Chaudhary, was published. In April, we found Ladki Love featured in Unfazed magazine, as well as the fashion section of the Doherty Valley School newspaper, the Wildcat Tribune.
That same month, I designed the Ladki Love Universal Love sticker, and we began selling on April 21st.
Things continued to move quickly. I gave a TEDx talk at our school titled India's Gender Gap, It's Not a Game, and we were featured in the nonprofit section of the youth-led organization Threading Twine's website. They also republished 2 of our guest writers' blog posts on their own blog.
Since March, we had been hearing from various girls who were interested in our work. To get them involved, on July 8th, we launched an ambassador program in the hopes that we could start Ladki Love initiatives in various schools and cities. In late July and early August, we saw the launch of our first 2 branches, at Cal High in San Ramon and Rockland High in Rockland. These branches consisted of a chair, Cal led by Niharika and Rockland led by Shreya, and their respective teams. I also officialized the branch I was leading at my own high school, and made the friends who had been helping me out my official team.
With the organization growing, we knew that we had to think big. We appointed Jasmine Agarwal as the ambassador for Doherty Valley to help with sales reaching underclassmen, and we began focusing our efforts on keeping our branches organized and our new goal of getting Ladki Love recognized as a legal nonprofit corporation.
On September 25th, 2017, a new ambassador, Rihanna Mukherjee, was appointed and began selling at Algonquin Regional High School in Northborough, Massachusetts.
On November 14th, 2017, Rashmi and I met with a lawyer in order to begin the legalization process. And on November 28th, 2017, Ladki Love was featured on the front page of the Wildcat Tribune in a cover story written by fellow student Amrita Bharadwaj.
On December 5th, 2017, our 5th grade teacher reached out to us after coming across our website. We were super excited as it was under this teacher that we had all become friends. He wanted to talk about our story in a speech he was going to give to educators in the Contra Costa County about giving students the tools they need to do things beyond the classroom.
On January 7th, 2018, ladkilove.weebly.com became ladkilove.org. Amrita told us that her article on us was going to be remastered and published in the Contra Costa Spin. We met with our teacher to give him talking points for his speech, and we introduced bracelets with 2 different choices of charms into our list of products.
On February 1st, 2018, our lawyer told us that Ladki Love had completed the first step of the legalization process. Our teacher gave his speech and handed out Ladki Love stickers to a room full of county superintendents and principals, and one of Doherty's assistant principals, Mr. Ball, reached out to us to ask us to be on the school's podcast, The Wildcat Way.
In this time period, our branches were able to put on various events at their own schools and began to sell their own unique products. On February 14th, we were on Doherty's school podcast.
And that leads us to where we are today, February 28th, 2018. It's been exactly a year since Ladki Love has launched, and it's amazing to look back on all the things that we were able to accomplish in 1 year. However, none of this would have been possible without your guys' support. Whether you simply bought a choker or told a friend about the organization, everything that you've done has brought us to the position that we're at today. Hopefully, this following year, we can make an even greater impact and keep growing. So thank you to everybody that has supported us thus far, and here's to another year of Ladki Love.